What is going on, Fight fans? So we got to talk about this new game by this sole developer, Mikkel. What he is trying to do and the details he's given me on this sequel is 100% going to change everything. Let's go ahead and break it down. Okay, so I had a lengthy conversation with Mikkel last night, and he talked about the things that he's actually implementing into this game, and it's going to shock a lot of people. Now, one of the things that the game was criticized for a lot, his first game, which was online boxing, 3D online boxing, was that the characters, were square, were not, human skins. There weren't that many things to do. It was incredibly cumbersome to even download the game, and if you miraculously were able to download the game, you had to use a keyboard unless you downloaded another application separate from the game that allowed you to map the keyboard keys to a controller, and you had to do that tedious process. It was on old technology. So basically, it was so many things that were preventing people from even getting to know this game. The marketing obviously wasn't there. He just made the game. It was a free game, and he put it out for people to play. It wasn't a marketing system behind it. He just wanted people to have fun. And really, one of the coolest things that he tells me is that he made the game because he just wanted to have a boxing game to play that he likes. Like literally, that was his driving motivation for making online boxing, 3D online boxing. He just wanted a game, right? But it ended up having one of the coolest mechanics, holding your hand out, to testing the range, throwing throwing the hook or the straight right after that, switching stance, different versions of blocking, right? Different, styles. You could put your hands down or you could put your hands up. It was basically almost like the loose footwork system that we see with ESBC, but it was implemented way before. So it was super ahead of its time, years and years ago, with online 3D boxing. I am so happy to announce that all of the original roadblocks are going to be destroyed, because what Mikkel is working on is a beast of a boxing game. A sole developer with so much passion and just gets it. That's why his game was good. If you could get through, if you could see through all of that stuff, if you were able to power through downloading it and the cumbersome way that was, and how old everything looked, and on top of that, mapping to this new application to be able to use buttons and on a controller. If you were able to get through that, and then on top of that, get through the fact that they were not human characters, there was a really good game there. There was a really good, really solid, deep, mechanically deep boxing game there. And I played it for a while, and we actually brought a lot of the community here to start playing it, and his servers started getting like a lot of traction. It was not easy for him at first, trying to control all of that, but it went swimmingly. It wasn't too many issues. But now we fast forward to online boxing 2, and here are the key changes that we are going to see. First and foremost, just to knock it out right now, they're no longer going to be blocks. They're no longer going to be stick figures. They will have an applied human skin. So all of them will look like humans, real people. No more blocky characters. There will be a crowd. There will be multiple arenas. So let's just get that out of the way. Accessibility. It is planned to be released on Steam for PC. So very easy access. You can go on PC, you can go on Steam, and purchase the game when it's ready, and boom, you already have it. Like there's no extra stuff, and the controls mapping will already be part of it. So you already have the ability to use your controls. Plus, he's going to allow customizable button mapping, so you could actually make the buttons any way you like. You can control it in any way you like. Those are just scratching the surface of what he is doing right now, by the way. I'm glad we're gonna have human things, human skins and everything like that. That's gonna be awesome. That's gonna be amazing. But guess what? He's also changing certain things in terms of the aesthetic, visually, animation-wise as well, of the game. For example, there's going to the foot movement is going to be realistic. It's going to be a human-like movement. It's not going to be the stiff stepping that we saw in the previous game. So he is changing that. He's also making sure that they're not just stiff and just not like a statue when nothing's happening. There will be idle movement added to the character models. So they're gonna be doing little idle stuff, kind of, like regular, like most boxing games, just little idle things. So it looks more realistic and it gives a more realistic representation of the sport on screen. They're going to be breathing, and their breathing is going to be dynamic in contrast to how tired or how much energy they have. So there's going to be a the characters will be breathing in very dynamic ways throughout the fight. So all of this is mind-blowing because the mechanics is already insanely innovative and unique from the first game, how old that is. But you give Mikel new technology and he's doing some good work. Now, he already released a tech demo just showing, some of the things that's going to be that we could expect, but it still has the older block models. But that's going to be changed when the final game comes out. It's not going to be that. He's just really giving us an ability to play with even the rough early skeletal version of what the game is going to be like. Certain things still haven't been fully integrated. He already has it in the works, but it hasn't been fully integrated with that tech demo, so just keep that in mind. And he will soon be releasing a sparring demo, so we should be seeing a sparring demo soon, and that's going to give us even more of an indication of how smooth and how good this game is. I love the sounds of the game. You hear the like that just gives it a very realistic sound. But everything else that he's adding to it, he could mess around and make one of the best boxing games of all time. I'm telling you guys, I know a lot of people are just the graphics heavy. So there's people that saw the first online 3D boxing game and could not see anything good because their brain just couldn't see past, the graphics. That's all they cared about was like, oh, they're stick figures. You like stick figures. I can't believe you. It's stick figure this, stick figure that. And their brain couldn't even look at the mechanics, couldn't even look at the natural clinching that happened, and where you could be clinched up and you could fight in the clinch and you could hit the body and hit the head and lock up for real. You know what I'm saying? Like all of that went over their heads. It's just, there's stick figures there. So I'm super glad that we're gonna get modern technology. We're gonna get modern, graphics or decent. It doesn't even matter, bro. Just decent graphics. Cool, will be good because his mechanics, I know, are going to shine through now that they're human characters with idle movements. The legs are now going to be implemented in a realistic way. The walking will be realistic, but with all of those mechanics on top, he's about to make one of the best boxing. It's just not even a question in my mind. Once we see that, I don't even know what's gonna happen. I'm so proud and happy that I've been able to communicate with him and he started this project. The game is scheduled to release this year. The tech demo is already out. You can play it. It's free to play. It's an amazing project, and I cannot wait to see where it ends up. And I wish Mikel nothing but the best of luck. I will be definitely reporting on the game on a consistent basis. When the sparring demo drops, I'll be playing the game. I'll be showing it here. Sparring demo should be dropping soon. And then of course, when the game drops, we're gonna play here. We're gonna talk about the leaderboards here and all those different things. He was able to do online back then when people couldn't really do online, and he did it really well. So I don't know, man. I have a lot of faith in Mikkel, who's the developer of this game, and the end product, especially with the things that he wants to implement into the game. All right, guys, let me know your thoughts. Do you guys care about this game? As a sole developer, but I'm telling you, man, he gets boxing. That's the cool thing about it. He just like, it clicks. It's a developer's mind with the ability to just understand the sport. He gets it, so we get such a unique and deep product. I don't think we're gonna be disappointed. I really don't think we're gonna be disappointed. But I do want to know what you guys think. Do you even care about this game, or is just ESBC the only thing that you're focusing on? Obviously, ESBC is the main thing. It's the licensed boxing game, and of course, graphically, more than likely, online boxing is not going to touch ESBC graphically, and obviously with the fighters, probably not even gonna have any licensed fighters, which is fine with me. It doesn't even matter. So yes, ESBC is of course the number one thing that we're gonna play and we're gonna talk about. But I think we could also play and talk about online boxing too. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below, and I'll keep you guys updated on this game's development. Till the next one, peace out.